Whenever it comes to big Minecraft YouTubers, it's easy to think you know everything about them. However, in today's video, you're going to be finding out that isn't exactly always true. As in today's video, we're going to be talking about Wallibear and revealing a lot of things which you do not know. Like, I'm 100% sure you do not know. And today's video is going to get absolutely insane, because some of the things we're going to be going over, I don't even know if he wants you to know. So if this is the first time you're hearing my voice, first, I'm sorry. But second of all, hit that like button and subscribe, and let's get into it. Wallibear would originate making his YouTube channel on December 14, 2019. However, before we get to his YouTube channel, there's a lot more we need to cover about him. In the year 2000, Tyler, or Wallibear, would be born in California. However, quickly after this, he would be moved to Virginia, where he spent most of his childhood. However, when Wallibear was 8 years old, his parents would get a divorce, which led to him having split time with his father. However, during the time Wallibear did spend with his father, he spent a lot of it on video games. And I'm about to say a lot of really old video game consoles you guys probably have no idea about. I barely even know about them. But dude, Wallibear was born in 2000s, bro. He's Unk status for real. But mainly, he would play on an NES, bro, that's like ancient. He would also play on the PlayStation, Xbox, and Xbox 360. However, what he mainly enjoyed was getting to play video games on his dad's laptop, which me personally, I know I can relate to that a lot. But finally, at Wallibear's 12th birthday, he would be given a laptop and a copy of Minecraft from no one else but his father. And to Wallibear's father, this probably was just any other birthday present. He probably spent a lot of money on the laptop and the game, but little did he know this was gonna change Tyler's life forever, as he would quickly make his first Minecraft account and call it Tyler_Monster. And Tyler would choose his name, Tyler_Monster, because he was afraid of monsters. And the rumor is to this day, he still has a nightlight and can't sleep without it, as he still says he's not afraid of monsters, but everybody knows the truth. Come on. But to be honest, he didn't pick that bad of a name. I've obviously seen a lot worse. I've had a lot worse usernames, and you probably have too. However, this name would not stick forever, as around 2016, Wallibear would come up with the name Wallibear, which is kind of a crazy sentence, but yes, he would come up with the name Wallibear, which was actually a different version of a League of Legends champion called Wallibear. And around this time, he would start getting invested in playing Hypixel, and especially Bedwars. And when we're just talking about Minecraft in general, he was just in love with the game, so of course he was going to be good at it. But at this point in time, Wallibear was in high school, and he wasn't really thinking about Minecraft as a career. And just like everybody else, Wallibear never saw his success in Minecraft going this far. However, in 2018, he would give it a shot and finally do his first live stream. This would happen on April 2nd, 2018. But just like most streamers, he would literally be going live to no one. Nobody knew who this random kid was. However, thanks to his friends, he was actually able to climb the algorithm on Twitch, as a lot of his friends would support him by keeping him open on a second monitor, and pretty much was just boosting his viewer count so people didn't think he was streaming to nobody. And while he was doing this streaming every now and then, everything was about to change, as any streamer's biggest dream would happen to Wallibear. I mean, I don't even think you guys can guess what I'm about to say. MrBeast himself would come into Wallibear's chat and have him rap one song. A song, to be honest, I kind of forgot about. You guys might not even know about this song, I have no idea. But he basically had Wallibear rap a song called Man's Not Hot by Big Shaq, which is like the craziest song ever, but back then it was popping. But then after that, MrBeast donated him a bunch of money. He can't exactly remember how much it was, but I mean, if it's MrBeast, it's probably a lot of money. But even though I can't find an exact clip of this happening, Wallibear actually talked about it in a video that it did 100% happen. But it's probably for the best we don't have a clip of him singing Man's Not Hot, even though that would be kind of amazing. But I assume MrBeast didn't actually put it into a video, as it probably had to do something with copyright, or it could just be a taken down video now. But regardless, back to our story, this gave Wallibear a lot of momentum, as you could imagine. But in 2019 is when the real change started to happen, when Wallibear started playing Hypixel Bedwars and live streaming it, as at the time, this game mode was completely dominating Minecraft, but at first, he wasn't very good at the game. But everybody knows the saying, practice makes perfect, and his viewers loved watching him play it. And if you're a long-term Wallibear fan, this is where he would originally get his big growth. As there was consistent live streams in playing the game, he would become really well known in the Hypixel community. And this would bring Wallibear into 2020. As in August of 2020, yes, this was all before lockdown, we haven't got to that part yet, he would pretty much just be grinding on Twitch every single day, where he eventually became a Twitch partner, which would lead to a really big streamer and YouTuber Purple joining his stream. And as you guys likely know, they're best friends to this day. And later in the same year, he would meet up with a couple other Bedwars YouTubers and literally just hang out. But what he took away from this is that Wallibear needed to start his YouTube channel. And And whenever lockdown went into full effect, he decided instead of just doing nothing during lockdown like a lot of people were doing, he was gonna completely pump out Hypixel Bedwars content onto his YouTube channel and dominate the platform. And this would honestly work perfectly for Wallibear, as people didn't really have anything to do during lockdown, as you guys know, and Hypixel was at the peak of its popularity, which led to the perfect combination of people watching a brand new Twitch streamer, which would lead to Wallibear getting really popular on TikTok, but also hitting over 100,000 subscribers in early 2021, which would also lead to him meeting up with Purpled once again to unbox his 100k plaque, which really signified how good of friends they were. I mean, that's kind of crazy. But if you thought that was crazy, at the end of 2021, literally in the last hour of the year, he would hit over 1 million freaking subscribers. However, coming into 2022, despite all of his success, he was still facing a lot of issues with himself, which led to Wallibear taking a complete break from posting and deciding if he even wanted to be a YouTube creator or not. However, right around this time, he decided to move in with his best friend Purpled, which then being around each other all the time actually helped Wallibear out a lot, and whenever he would make his return to the YouTube platform, he would instead focus on making non-Bedwars content, as around this time, Bedwars was starting to fizzle out and so was his love for the game. However, one thing about Wallibear is the content is always going to be funny and amazing, so don't get that part twisted. His videos were still doing really good and were amazing. But after Wallibear took a break from YouTube, he would come back making mega bangers. And unless you're an OG Wallibear fan, this is probably right around the time you discovered his content, as around this time he was still doing Minecraft Bedwars content, but it was just even more crazier. However, on August 17, 2024, everything was about to change once again for Wallibear, where he dropped a video called "I Secretly Cheated with Creative Mode in Minecraft," which would mark the first video he ever posted with the Goofy gang. And ever since that first video, it's literally just been history of them making bangers all together. As it was clear before, Wallibear didn't want to make the full transition to normal Minecraft content and was kind of playing it safe on the middle line, still doing Bedwars content but mixing it up a little bit. But I think after his friendship sparked up with the Goofy gang, he decided it was the perfect time to get involved, which would prove to be his best decision he's ever made, switching over to normal Minecraft content, as he was already really popular within the Minecraft community, but this would truly elevate him to a new level. And if you're a big fan of the Goofy gang, this is probably where you discovered Wallibear if you didn't know him before, as right now his channel is sitting at over 2.4 million subscribers. This dude's literally gonna hit 3 million subscribers this year, as his videos are doing absolutely insane numbers. And I know you guys enjoy every single freaking one of them, but it does really show that anything could happen if you put your mind to it, as it would have been really easy for Wallibear just to literally do nothing during the lockdown and not make videos, or to just quit streaming whenever he was only streaming to 0 viewers, or to just not even take a shot at making YouTube videos whatsoever, which should be a message to anyone: chase your dreams, go out and get it, because as I always say, you know, you could always be the next Wallibear, you never freaking know. But as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure that sub button, subscribe, click another video up on screen, and let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. This was Solus, we're hitting 20k subs soon, and I will see you guys later.